What's up and welcome. This is me, you, and Switch 2. I am me, Tom Tate, and you are you, so let's talk about Switch 2. This is your source for the latest Nintendo Switch 2 news. We're going to keep things short and sweet, 5 to 10 minute episodes long, coming at you every Tuesday and Friday. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd. I can't believe that summer is officially over. Summer flew by. Labor Day weekend flew by. I hope that it was a good one for you. I just drove my kids to school for the first day this morning. So it is that turn of the season, one of my favorites. I love the fall. I love all things fall. I love hoodie weather, and it's starting to get that crispness in the air. So I love it. I also love fall games, and we have a lot to talk about today. Hollow Knight Silksong, a long-anticipated game from developer Team Cherry. This game will release in just a few days on September 4th. And we now know the price. Silksong will sell for just $20 here in the United States. $20. This is great news for gamers. According to howlongtobeat.com, I was looking this up before the show, the original Hollow Knight was around 27 hours for just the main quest and over 40 hours if you were doing all the side stuff. So if this holds up for the sequel, you're getting a great price to value ratio, especially when games these days are trying to inflate their price, right? We're seeing $80 titles left and right. We'll have more to share this Friday as reviews and impressions start pouring in for Silksong. We have some not so great news for Star Wars fans. Star Wars Outlaws also arrives later this week on September 4th. This game has been out for some time on other more performant platforms, PlayStation, Xbox. So people have expectations of what this game should look like on those more performant platforms. Based on feedback from a playable demo at PAX West, the performance for this game does not look so good. So I read that it had jittery frame rates, low resolution problems. Maybe the PAX West version is an earlier build. I'd be shocked though, because the game is coming out this week. Apparently, some other videos that circulated online showed the game in docked mode, and it had a bit better performance. So we don't know, but this discussion of whether the Switch 2 can actually handle cross-platform third-party games is a very popular discussion right now. Elden Ring also seems to have the same problems. There's a rumor that Starfield will come to Nintendo Switch 2. We know Indiana Jones is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. So we'll keep a close eye on how Star Wars reviews in the final release later this week might be more of an indication of what to expect from ports moving forward. But we also heard Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, is looking amazing, right? So we know that it's possible. We just need those devs to get their dev kits and to learn the tricks of the trade. In other game news, tomorrow, September 3rd, there will be a Sony State of Play at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You might be asking, you might be wondering, why is Tom mentioning on a Nintendo Switch 2 podcast a Sony State of Play? Well, it looks like the highlight of this broadcast will be James Bond 007 First Light. And this game is coming to Switch 2 in 2026. So maybe we'll find this one of interest, right? So I'll definitely check this out. Yuka Replay is coming to Switch 2 on October 9th. We got a release date for this one. This is a remaster of Yooka-Laylee, which I actually backed on Kickstarter many moons ago. If you haven't played this game, and it turned out okay. I wasn't a huge advocate of this game. I thought it was fine, but I think they made a lot of refinements over the years that I never revisited. But this is from the same team that brought us Banjo-Kazooie. And it's very much an homage to that era of 3D open platforming games. This is coming in at $30 digital and $50 physical. So we'll keep an eye on this one as well. As with every start of a new month, we have a lot of games to look forward to. There are a lot of big games coming to Switch 2 in September, early in the month. Then there's this kind of interesting lull, and then a few big titles at the end of the month. So I'm going to share with you the quick list, and who knows, we might get a few surprises announced last minute. We might get a few Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Switch 1 games that haven't been announced yet. But coming up next, we have Hollow Knight Silksong, as I mentioned, September 4th. Star Wars Outlaws, as I mentioned, September 4th. Chronos, The New Dawn. This is that horror game. We saw a couple clips of this game, and it is coming to other platforms, September 5th. NBA 2K6, September 5th. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion, September 5th. All those games coming this week. Then later in the month, we have Pac-Man World 2 Repack, September 26th. EA Sports FC 26, September 26th. Final Fantasy Tactics, The Evil East Chronicles on September 30th. I am all in on Final Fantasy Tactics. I will keep a close eye on all the other titles to see if anything's worth picking up for me personally. Now I'm just covering Switch 2 games, so there are certainly more titles coming this month to the original Switch that you might be interested in. So Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, Sonic Racing Crossworld, Lego Voyagers, Lego Party, Trails in the Sky First Chapter. It's an RPG. I believe Trails might be getting a Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade. I remember reading that, but I didn't see anything today. Bubsy Collection. Everyone's excited for the Bubsy Collection and the new Bubsy game, which is shocking. And my personal favorite, Garfield Kart 2, is coming to the original Nintendo Switch this month. And on Reddit, this was one of the best comments that I saw. Really made me laugh. Time Diamond 3247 on Reddit said this about Garfield Kart 2. They wrote, "Do I need to play the first one to understand the story?" It has 92 upvotes, 93, because I'm about to go and upvote it myself. So let me know, what are you most excited for in the month of September? Switch 2, Switch 1, doesn't matter. Let me know on Blue Sky, Switch 2 Pod. All the links to YouTube and social and places where you can listen and subscribe are at switch2pod.com. That's switch with the number 2pod.com. If you dig the show, a kind rating or review goes a long way and really helps me as I continue to grow the show. A recommendation to a friend, Discord community, or subreddit goes even further. I love showing up every week and delivering the news. It's been a lot of fun. The numbers keep growing, so thank you so much for your time, your attention, for showing up, for subscribing. I will be back on Friday with the latest news and reviews. As I mentioned, we have a lot of games coming out this week, so I will dip into the reviews, let you know how things are showing up. Until then, much love. Now go play some games.